Come on, where do you want to go?
Pizzetti's.
Love it.
Oh, fuck yeah, let's go, all right.
So, how was school today?
Give me one.
No, not till you're 18.
I'm not gonna wait 2 more years just to smoke with you.
Don't you have tryouts next week?
You smoked when you played in school. Clarissa told me. You know I smoke with my friends, right?
Wow. So much in emotional depth and backstory was fit into this short. Just a real comfortability between the two, or between all the actors, and authenticity in their backstory. And the history was created really wonderfully by the actors, but also in the writing. A great build at the push and the pull, with the very real struggle of being trapped, but also united and tethered together underneath. Excellent pacing, and in the unfolding of the events that happened very organically. And yeah, I just thought this was a really great piece about the choices that we make in life, our responsibilities, but also still having dreams and what we need to do to go forward for them.
I really liked the story concept of this film. I so enjoyed the cast, and I liked the relationship of the would-be uncle-nephew characters. Just thought they were really sensitive and had meaningful dialogue between each other. And I liked the conflict of Nick having to move on with his life and needing to tell the nephew and feeling conflicted about how the nephew would take that. I also liked the flashbacks. They were quick, inserted well, and timed well, and it really let you put the story pieces together yourself by the end.
You get the sense that this is more than just a brother-brother relationship. It's father-like. But then I look at the title and I think like brothers, and it makes me wonder, are they actually brothers? Because he asked, how's your mom? Things like that. So then it makes me wonder, was this the younger brother of the girl that died, who he had some sort of relationship with? Maybe she was an ex-girlfriend, maybe she was a friend, and then he's carrying this guilt and feels like he needs to be like a brother to this young boy to deal with the guilt, which is even more poignant because then it becomes, this is not really truly your responsibility, but you're making it your responsibility. And I feel like it can go either way, although the latter is definitely probably a little bit more interesting. And it just came to me, honestly, when we were just talking. I'm like, well, maybe they aren't brothers at all, actually, which I think is really, really cool. But it just did such a great job of establishing this relationship that has clearly been building over the years. So it kind of leaves you feeling like, regardless whether they're related or not, there's a lot of love between these two.
The screenplay is so well done. It builds to the effective and scary flashback scene when we find out about Clarissa. The performances of the cast were excellent, very believable interchanges. The locations were also perfect to tell this story, and the gentle piano soundtrack under the action really kept the tone of this bittersweet piece. Great writing and directing. You really sense the nervousness of the lead as he needs to drop the news of his university acceptance.
I liked how the brotherly bond is presented between the two characters. I think the casting choice is really good for that. It's important for actors to have chemistry for this reason, and it helps the audience to sort of invest easier into their characters and into the story. So that was very well done. And between the friends as well.
I thought it was nice pace set from the start. I liked the pace of the film. It felt like kind of like a romantic comedy, or not like over the top comedy, but it wasn't a serious drama either. So I really liked the lightness of it, but with some nice serious moments in there. And I really wanted to see, did he go to college with the scholarship? What happens next? So I thought it kept me interested and intrigued. I thought the acting was nice. The casting was nice. I liked the script and the camera work and everything, the characters. So great job.
There was definitely a lot that went on in these 5 minutes. From the aspect of the father getting that acceptance letter to that college, to the dynamics with his son, and you learn more about him. He works in a, I believe he works in a diner, uh, and he doesn't really make that much financially, but with with this opportunity, he can provide more. But then you start to learn more about why he's so apprehensive, even though a very good thing has happened, and that being the sense that for one, he's divorced. For two, he used to have another daughter, or his son used to have a sister, but he was the cause of his daughter's death. And so there's that semblance of both survivor's guilt and guilt in the sense that he doesn't believe that he deserves this opportunity. And he finds it hard to tell his son because he doesn't think that he should have this good opportunity. Uh, and we also see it in his dynamic with his son. His son doesn't really call him by, he doesn't call him by a parental name. He calls him by his first name, which is one of the biggest indicators of that kind of rift. And it's a very complex series of situations, which definitely leaves you thinking at the end.